Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you an easy way to farm WoTLK Classic tokens. Before we get into it, I have my own gold making guide for WoTLK Classic if you'd like to learn more in depth about how to make gold in WoTLK Classic. It's a great way to farm your tokens. They're extremely cheap on WoTLK Classic. So the dungeon that we're going to be farming is called the Oculus, and now you're going to need skinning and either a geared DPS character or a tank. I'll be using a prop paladin. I'm not that geared and I can still do this. Now you're going to be running this on normal, not on heroic. Now the two things to increase the amount of gold from here is going to be skinning and disenchanting. You can disenchant the greens that you get from here, and obviously you're going to be skinning all the mobs inside of here. You can get Arctic Fur, Icy Dragon Scales and Borean Leather. And also, when you get your greens, you can disenchant those for enchanting materials. Now, all of these sell extremely good on the auction house. Your Arctic Fur can sell for a lot of gold on pretty much all of the WoTLK Classic servers. It is one of the most sought after leathers in the game. And the Icy Scales also go, the Icy Dragon Scales go for a lot of gold too. You're going to get a whole heap of Borean Leather, which will add up and add up. As you can see right then, we just got a blue to drop from one of them. Now when you're doing this, you just want to make sure you're not pulling too many, because they can do a decent amount of damage. Now I'm on a protection paladin, and as you can see, we can pull like a decent amount of the mobs, like 1 or 2 mobs at a time. I wouldn't recommend going any more than that. As you can see, even as prop paladin, we're getting a bit low on health. But you can do this on a DPS. I tried this as red, and it's about the same speed. You just have to do little pulls, and you obviously kill the mobs quicker as a DPS. But I like doing it as prop paladin. You can probably do this on nearly any single tank specialization, and it will be very, very easy to do. Now, why this is such a good farm for farming WoTLK Classic tokens is because you can make like over 1,000 gold, steady gold per hour from doing this. As you can see on the loot appraiser, we're currently making around 3k gold per hour, but that's including and taking in the prices of the BOE gear that we're dropping. Now we won't be selling that on the auction house. We'll be disenchanting all of them and then selling the disenchanting materials up on the auction house. But the WoTLK Classic token is only around like 5k on my server, so you can spend a couple hours here and you'll have your token. That is what I've been doing lately. I've been farming in WoTLK Classic for my tokens. Even though I have a lot of gold on retail, I still choose to use the WoTLK Classic token because it is a lot cheaper and it only takes a couple hours, and you can actually farm enough gold to get one of these. Where in retail, it's a lot harder to make a token unless you get like lucky selling a rare collectible or something like that. If you're doing a steady gold farm in retail, it will take a lot longer than what it will take in WoTLK Classic. Now you can only spend your gold on tokens in WoTLK Classic. You can't make it into your BattleNet, so you pretty much have to buy game time with it if you decide to do that. But as you can see, very, very simple and easy farm to do. You can clear the full dungeon in about 10 minutes, like in between 10 and 15 minutes, depending on if you're a DPS or a tank. If you're a DPS, you could probably clear this in less than 10 minutes. Now, you just want to make sure that you skin absolutely everything. That is where the majority of the gold is going to come from. And with the Arctic Fur, you have a rare chance to get them when you're skinning all of these mobs in here. It's just an RNG skinning thing, and these are currently selling for about 100 gold each on my realm. So you get a few of those per hour, and that really bumps up the amount of gold that you can actually make from this farm in the hour. However guys, this was a quick video showing you how I'm making my tokens to pay for my game time. If you'd like to learn how to make a lot of gold in WoTLK Classic in more detail, you can check out my complete gold making guide for WoTLK Classic. It will be the first link down below in the description box. just like to say a huge thank you to everyone that has got the WoTLK Classic guide and all the other guides that I have. So thank you very much. However guys, that was it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more.